Hello, everybody. Happy Friday night and welcome along once again to Championship football. It is round 30 and it is Bristol City versus Derby for our Friday night football from Ashton Gate. Bristol City can get themselves up into the top six if they can get a win in this one. Derby also can head into the playoff spots ahead of the rest of the round 30 games on Saturday coming up. Big hello to everybody in the chat. Let's say some hellos right now. Actually, Kieran, who's at the game, I think he was just checking in there. Damo, welcome. Gavin, Nick, Ninja's dog, welcome. Mark as well. Nice split of fans in here from Bristol City and Derby by the look of it. Mark, welcome to you. And Led Zepp, a Premier League snob. Why don't Joyous sing Honky Tonk Woman for us? Nobody knows the words to Honky Tonk Woman, do they? Here the birdie keyed Memphis. There you go. That'll do ya. And we say a huge thank you to Dan. We are off and running on the Super Chat target. Thank you. 4 to go. Let's do a like spike to start things off here. Wherever you're watching, if you're down this camera on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or indeed on this one up here on TikTok, hit a thumbs up. Let's get this stream going. You have got 11 seconds. Do it. Do it now. It's a like spike. Annie, no centre-backs again. You can help me with the 11 when we have to get into those and let me know which various full-backs are going to be playing in the back three or back four or whatever it's going to look like for Bristol City tonight. So, across the weekend, YouTube ain't my message. Stick a message with that, Dan, as well, and we'll put it up on the screen. Thank you very much for your super chat. Add your message afterwards. Go on if it's screwed you over. So tonight, Bristol City versus Derby. In the 3 earlies tomorrow, it is Leicester City versus Charlton, Sheffield Wednesday versus Wrexham, and Stoke versus Southampton. That is our watch-along tomorrow. Come and join me. 4 Prem in a row. Ben, you're my favourite EFL content creator. Thank you, 4 Prem in a row. Tom says, thanks for singing. I do love Honky Tonk Women, actually. Great song. Just don't know the words. In the 3 p.m s, there should be then, what we got? Another 8. Blackburn versus Hull. Ipswich versus Preston. Borough versus Norwich. Millwall versus Sheffield United. Oxford, Birmingham. Pompey versus West Brom. QPR, Coventry and Watford, Swansea. Hi, Ben. Have you seen Hull have announced Toby Collier and Lewis Kumas? I did not know they'd done Lewis Kumas. I knew they were going to do Toby Collier. What we're going to do, guys, I am going to get across all of the transfer stuff. Maybe we can get an early Monday update with where everything is kind of looking by that point. But we will definitely do a full and thorough review on Tuesday when the transfer window has closed. Hi to Mark. YouTube ate my first message. That's going to be your message now, is it? John, Borough for 5 in a row. Commentary to drop points. Paul, by the looks of our team, it's going to be a hard game for us. Some injury issues at the back. I'm assuming Paul is a Bristol City fan. There were some comments coming up here on TikTok. What do we got to read up here? Who's obsessed with who? I don't know. Ben, do you think we will sign Smodics? Who's we? Is that Derby fan in there? There you go. Do you think we'll sign Smodics? Derby fan. Quite possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. Let's read one more there. UTFB. Where do I think Stevenage will finish? Well, can they rally and slide back into the top 6? Great win against Peterborough for Stevenage. Oh, there you go. Paul's a Derby fan. Everybody's moaning about their teams. There you go. Michael, I should be on retainer for this, has bought one of these water bottles. There we go. Good for you, Michael. Right. Shall we do team news here and see what everyone's moaning about with both Derby and Bristol City fans telling me they are weak? And does that even it out? You tell me. We've got 24 seconds to have a little look at the lineups here. Let me know, as usual, who you're looking forward to seeing and playing. Who are your potential match winners? Here come the lineups. Right, let's have a look. I'm getting lots of comments here about these team news, and more pertinently, who is not at Ashton Gate tonight in terms of both sides. For Bristol City, Vitek in goal. Rob Atkinson is not about. Footmob, and Bristol City fans correct me, have got Dickey. I mean, there's a centre-back. And then they've got Tanner and Sykes alongside him. So let me know, Bristol City fans, if that is indeed how they're going to line up, with basically one centre-back and a couple of full-backs tucked in next to him. Pring and McCrory then at wing-back. So I can't say Pring. I'll have to look over here. Lee says Venky's out on TikTok. Yeah, right. More problems at Blackburn. Pring and McCrory wing-backs. Knight and Randell central midfield. Twine and Bell, who was back off loan from Wycombe Wanderers and scored, didn't he? Against Wednesday. Emil Rees up top. And did Zach Viner go in the end? He did, didn't he? Where did Zach Viner go? Someone tell me in the comments real quick. Sorry, too many transfers to keep up with. On the bench for City, Lumley, Naylor. Naylor's new, isn't he? Where's he coming from? Is that right? Manchester City under 21s. I think he's a newbie, isn't he? Earthy, Williams, that's a return, isn't it? Borges, Morsey, Bergzog is a new name in on loan from Middlesbrough. You don't often see, where are Borough in the league? They're second, aren't they? You don't often see second loan a striker to seventh, do you? How about that? Obviously needed to free up the squad space, didn't they? Peckover and Armstrong on the bench for City. What you got, Annie? Tanner and Pring. Sykes will play wing back, one of the sides, McCrory the other. Okay, so we think Footmob have got everything right there other than Pring and Sykes. Swap them over from what I said. If Annie, and he's usually right about Bristol City, is right. For Derby, right, I can see the issues here. Now, Richard O'Donnell is starting in goal, so no Zetterstrom for Derby is a problem, although he has deputised recently, hasn't he, O'Donnell? Viner to Wrexham, thank you, Nick. Nick on TikTok there. Ward and Elder are the fullbacks. Sanderson and Clark are the centre-backs. Travis and Ozo is the double pivot. Diaz and Brewster wide. Clark and Agyemang. Clark is in the 10, although I feel he's more of an 8, isn't he? Agyemang certainly is the central striker. Players in the tunnel. Shall we go? Nick, weird seeing Jody Morris in the studio. Doesn't look anything like I remember. Now, Jody can dress how he likes, but it does appear certain players, when they finish, really want to give off that they're these kind of studious geography teacher types with the glasses and everything. So I think he's trying to signal intelligence there, Jody, and that you've got to not view him as he was when he's a player, which is fine. But yeah, I kind of looked at that and thought, is that Jody Morris? It's most definitely Jody Morris for sure. Right, we're about to do predictions. Hold fire 1 sec until I can tell you what the poll said. So we put this out asking for predictions. When did this go out? 1 day ago. 595 votes here on YouTube. 25% have got a Derby win, which is odd because if they draw, they have the most away points from anybody in the Championship. A draw here is 26%. 49% have got a Bristol City victory in this one. 49%. Get your predictions in via the comments. You have, is it 24 seconds on this one as well? You have 24 seconds. Get them up there on TikTok. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. Just write down the scoreline. We'll read them together. Predictions time. Go. Right, keep your predictions coming. I've missed a couple of super chats here. Andy Incognito, one of our Derby friends, $1.99 on the super chat. Thank you so much. Hey Ben, hope you're well. Up the Rams. That is number 2. And number 3 is Liam. Some of our good friends here. Evening, one and all. One of them to you as well. Liam, thank you so much. £2 on the super chat. That is 3 for 5. We only need 2 more super chats. We are going to predictions in just a second. Let me read a couple from up here on TikTok, just so I don't look down here the whole time. 1-1 Nick, 3-1 Bristol City Jake, 2-all UK to Bulgaria. Dean, 0-0. Jake, Desmond up there. Plenty of predictions coming in. Let's do some down here as well. We'll try and read as many of these as we can. I'll do some quick fire flashing up on the screen and try and read plenty. What have we got you lot? Right, 2-1 Rams, 2-1 Derby. The first 3 of them said 2-1 Derby. I don't know if we should read into that. 1-1, 1-0 Derby, 3-2 City, 1-1, 1-1. Desmond, loads of draws, like 5 in a row there. 2-1 Derby's popular, isn't it? 2-1 City, 2-0 Derby. Desmond, 0-0. Nil, effing, nil. 1-1. 2-1 Bristol City, 2-1 Bristol City. Right, I'm going to click through these. Sorry if I don't read your name. I'm in a rush. Gerhard Struber's on my screen with his fetching bobble hat. Loads of draws. Loads and loads of draws. This comment gets banned with any team after it, so I will be deleting that. I hate this teams like small-mindedness. We refuse to give Oxford a public apology for someone putting hashtag teams like Oxford. So if you want to wind me up, yeah, do that and it'll always get... I remember Brentford fans used to say hashtag teams like Brentford. They don't say that anymore, do they? Little bit small-minded, isn't it? Let's just say. Certainly gets my goat, as you can see there. Right, Rhian Brewster and Bobby Clark are about to kick us off here and about to kick off round 30 and indeed our Friday night football here in the Championship. There is John Eustace. Remember, 1 point for Derby. I know they can make the overtake or they can be overtaken tomorrow. Would make them the best away team in the division. Right, we are ready for kickoff. Oh, that's a sin bin, isn't it? Yeah, put user in timeout. He's doubled down, hasn't he? Right. The fake news sin bin is back out. Sky TV are holding us up. I was all ready to go. I was all organised then. Here we go. Come on, ref. Let's get going. And we are off on a Friday night here in the Championship from Ashton Gate. I think I'm a bit ahead on the clock. How is that? There we go. We are all lined up. Let's do this. Bristol City versus Derby. I assume we have a shorts clash or a socks clash or something. Derby in their away shirts, and they've won a throw-in down the left-hand side. Traffic horrendous in Bristol. Don't be surprised at a lack of attendance early on. Have a word with the council down there, eh? Into the channel for Agyemang to chase. Offside flag is up. Dickey taking no chances. Just boots it into the stand. Goal kick goes short. Pring knocks it back to Vitek, who goes long. Remember, Oh, God, has that stream still not updated the title? It's so annoying. I always update it on TikTok. Apologies to anybody on TikTok. I literally update it and then press go, and it gives it the old bloody title. So apologies to anyone on TikTok. Hoofed clear by Pring. Sanderson heads it back. No Langas, no Zetterstrom. Clark. I prefer Derby in a back five. I had some know-it-all Derby fan the other day telling me I was wrong to prefer something. Always fun when your subjective opinion is wrong and someone can't accept it. But every time we've done Derby in a watch-along, I think they've looked more effective in the three at the back. They're with a back four today. And here's Clark in the 10. Oh, Clark feed. Agyemang, Brewster shot blocked. Did Brewster score in the playoff? Playoff semi-final? Did he score for Blades in the playoff semi-final? I think he might have, mightn't he? Can't remember. 3-0, wasn't it? Cat and mouse to start this one. Dickey, Tanner, McCrory. Reese comes short. Bit of a tug on the shirt there by Sanderson. Ref lets it go. And Bristol City having more of the ball. Remember, both sides here like the counter press. They like to play off the opponents. Do we get a game where nobody particularly wants the ball? Knight. There's one into the channel. Reese busies himself. Bell got clear and Clark shepherds it out. Corner. Bristol City. Nicely worked into the channel. Bell has his cross blocked out. And Scott Twine is going to ping the corner in. Not bad delivery there. Dickey gets on the end of it. It's very, very flat and kind of driven in. Plenty of power on the header. No direction, unfortunately. Ben, something very likeable about Bristol City under Struber. Struber's interesting. I once shared a lift with Gerhard Struber in Reading Football Stadium, whatever it's called now, the Select Car Leasing. Is it still called that? It would have been the Madstad when I did that. And you could feel the intensity coming off the bloke. Fascinating guy. If anyone can help me out on TikTok, the title is wrong. Every 5 minutes, someone's going to mention it. I don't know why it does it, but if someone could just, kind of answer for me so I don't have to answer that question 55 times into the stream, Agyemang into the channel, that would help me greatly. Change the channel, and then it evidently just doesn't work, and then you can't change it mid-stream, which is really annoying. I changed it at half-time, okay? But someone please be my hero and answer the question every time someone does the say what you see Gareth thing there. Which I don't mind. I get it. It's the wrong title. Reese tends to score when we're on Sky. Take it. O'Donnell knocks that across to Clark. Big press from Twine. Clark right over by the corner flag. I suspect the rest of the teams followed him in, but Clark just wins the test of strength there. Carlton Morris back on the grass this week. Woof. They've missed him, haven't they? He was in fine form. It is still the Select Car Leasing Stadium. There you go. A long lease on that particular sponsorship deal. What do I think of Bolton announcing Ruben Rodriguez on a free? Bolton need to keep scoring late goals and winning games, so if we can help them doing that, happy days. McCrory. Ozo gets a foot in. Randell. Bell. Bristol City are on top here. But Derby are comfortable in defensive shape without the ball, aren't they? Jess Raksaki picking Stoke-on-Trent over Monaco. Hey, Championship pays more than Ligue 1. Although isn't Monaco a tax haven? Maybe you'd actually pocket more. I don't know. Get down there. Get down there to Stoke. That's bobbled out. I think it's going to be a Derby throw in the right back area, which Joe Ward will take. Pretty nondescript first 7 minutes. Wilder in his presser looked fuming at lack of transfer activity. Strong message to the board. I think everything Chris Wilder ever says is a strong message to either the board or the fans or all of this different stuff. Oh, they've won it in the corner again. Crossed in early by Reese. You'd have wanted him on the end of the cross. Palace throwing away any decent youngsters. Yeah, he's come close, Raksaki, a few times, hasn't he? One back by City. Looked like Travis took the ball there. Coming together. Referee agrees with me for once. Yeah, Callum. You are the 15th person to tell me the title on TikTok is wrong. I know. A minute's applause for the Ashton Gate 8. If you want to get involved in that, in the chat, get your applause emojis in there. A tribute going on right as we speak during the game. Huge thank you. Cara, what do all those emojis mean, Cara? Oh, you're all right, Callum. My bad. Thank you, Cara, for the super chat. That is 4 for 5. Foul. Callum Elder and Mark Sykes. Thoughts on Wednesday signing Jerry Yates. Get some bodies through the door. Any signing's a good signing at the moment, isn't it? Long diag. Low on quality first 10 minutes, I've got to say. I've enjoyed the chat more than the game. The Ashton Gate 8 tore up their contracts to save the club. Wow. Did not know that. Sounds like an interesting story. Bristol City cameraman gets nosebleeds. I've sat up there actually in that press box. You are very on top of the play. Ooh, yellow card might come out here. Scott Twine went down. David Ozo is the picture of innocence. That wasn't Twine. Oh no, it was, yeah. Twine off the ball. Did Bell slip it through? Yellow card given. Free kick. Bristol City. Sam, do I think Birmingham could make a late surge for the players? Of course they can. They're only 13th. They are 5 points off it. 16 to play. Or after this weekend, 16 to play. CCFC, how's this live? Here I am. in real time. The dictionary is your friend. It's a live stream. Headed out by Elder. It's going to be a throw-in for Bristol City down the right. Sykes is going to hurl it in. Yeah, thanks for helping me out, Dean. TikTok's done me dirty on the title, as we've spent the entire of the first 12 minutes explaining. What are you going to do, hey? I could stop the stream and retype it, but can't be bothered now. We're off and running, aren't we? Diaz, looked like he'd been fouled. Ref gives the advantage, but Ward is powering down the right-hand side now. Ward into the box, puts it in low. He'd really got very advanced there. He wasn't far from the goal when the cross went in. Just ran out of steam, doesn't he? Diaz, nice feed into the box. Nice cutback, Clark. Clark with one more cutback. I'm sure the Derby fans in the away end then are just thinking, shoot, get a shot off. Cross comes in, and wow, it is the opening goal. Ryan Brewster. Bristol City had been on top for the last 5 minutes. Derby get a little bit of a head of steam there with the counter-attack from Ward. Bristol City can't get out. The ball is recycled from the left-hand side. Cross goes in. That's a great finish by Brewster. Full on the volley. Shapes it into the corner. And they are officially the best away team in the division. They are at it again. Derby on the road lead. It's Bristol City 0. Derby 1. Who sticks this cross in? Elder. Great goal. I mean, the Bristol City fans will talk about tracking the runner there. But the issue that City have got is they get counter-attacked. They go in, then it comes out again. And they're just not following the runner, are they? Little fingertip on it from Vitek, but I think it's a good finish, isn't it? And it's Bristol City 0, Derby 1. And that will help this game as a spectacle no end. Is it Derby's first shot? Pretty much. 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance. Bosh. Goal. Brewster gives Derby the lead here. Eustace has a style, and it's working. Oh, yes, he does. Brewster did well to sneak in there. Yeah, they got caught back routes, didn't they? Then they come out too slow, and Brewster's found that little pocket. Good cross, wasn't it? It's just that wave machine thing as they went back and then back out again with the counter. Just lost their bearings. Remember, it is a makeshift sticking plaster back 3 there, or 3 centre-backs for Bristol City. Well, there's positivity for you, Richard, isn't there? Not sure it will help. Derby will go even more negative now. Well, if your glass is half empty, you would say that. Or you could say, no, Bristol City will really go at them. Derby will do more counter-attacking and we'll get more chances and more shots and maybe more goals in the games. Yes, we know the title's wrong on TikTok. We know. Oh, my God. I might have to stop the TikTok stream. Oh, they're into the box again. Shot blocked from Brewster. Clark knocks it on. Diaz. Oh, it's 2-0. Wow, absolute killer start from Derby here. Whoever was saying Derby are going to be more negative in the comments there, I'm afraid they've very positively just scored a second goal. Wow, it's a poor clearance. Jason Knight shakes his head and Diaz drills the shot in. It takes a deflection low, flies into the corner. What a start from Derby. 15 gone, 2 goals in 2 minutes. It's awful playing out from the back. It's a nice back heel into the build-up. I do think it gets a deflection on the way in. Oof. Yeah, just sliding in there, chasing the stat. It's not Knight, is it? Trying to chase the initial mistake back. Yes, it is. Wow. 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 Bristol City 0. Derby County 2. Goodness me. What a start. Right, I've got to close TikTok down. Guys, I'm going to put the stream back up. I just cannot be asked about the wrong title 5 million times. So I'm going to put the stream back up with the right title. One sec, people on TikTok. Keep the comments coming in on YouTube. Let's try and figure this out. Why on earth, when I type in the correct title, it stitches me up. But let me just do some editing here if it's going to let me. I've literally been here before and typed this title earlier tonight. Bristol City vs Derby. Right, please don't stitch me up. TikTok, go live. And hopefully that works. Right, we're back on TikTok. Let me know if the title is now correct. I literally just typed it again. Reese into the box, cuts it back and booted clear by Ozo. Let me know if you're in on TikTok there, if we've got the right title now. I think we should be sorted, fingers crossed. Was that you, Ian? Sorry. I've just been told about 400 times that the title was wrong. Hopefully, I'll assume nobody says it and we're on the right track here. The ball is back with O'Donnell. Right, let's get that up there. I think we're all sorted. Can someone do me a favour and just check TikTok that the title's all sorted now? Dicky, horror start for Bristol City. Sky have very cheekily just put up 38% possession for Derby. 2 goals. Goodness me, McCrory. Oh, nice one round the corner. Knight's making the run, of course. Knight, former Derby player and product. Ozo. Clark. Brewster. I tell you what, that first goal made Derby confident. The second one's made him walk very, very tall, hasn't it? Diaz. Proper swagger in the step. Did you know that the title to the video is actually correct? On TikTok we're talking about, not on YouTube. I can see it's correct on YouTube. They don't show you the bloody title on TikTok. And I know nothing about TikTok, so what are you going to do? Leicester won the Premier League with 38% possession. Classic. You love to see it. Many ways to win a football match. Ward. Knocked into Brewster. Oh, is that going to make its way across it? It's a great ball. Oh, Aguiman tried the take on. Last ditch tackle over there. I think it's McCrory, isn't it? Much, much needed. By the way, we're 4 for 5 on the Super Chats. One more. And I'll shut up about it. Thank you for all your support, of course. Bit spiky tonight, aren't I? I couldn't even find the title on TikTok. There you go. The only stat important in a match is scoring 1 goal more than your opponent. I will always disagree with that, David. I think it might be the most important stat, but it's not the only stat that's important. There's a key difference there. There's plenty of important stats. I don't think we should go scorched earth and say you should ignore everything other than the scoreline. We go into, what's that thing? Reductivity absurdio or whatever, where basically, if you go that to the nth degree, then you don't have to watch any football. You just look at the league table at the end of the season, and that's all the information you need. Save yourself the entire season's worth of enjoyment. Randell knocks it out to the right wing. Knight, who looks very keen to rectify the mistake that led to the second Derby goal. Hopefully he doesn't do that try too hard. It's a good tackle by Clark, isn't it? Corner for Bristol City. Derby jump into 6th place with that lead. They do indeed. Kelly! Hope I'm doing well. I'm doing much better after that super chat, Kelly. That's got us to 5 from 5. In fact, there's 2 in there. Oh, there's 3. Right, no more super chats. Thank you so much. We've reached our target. Huge thank you to Kelly and Dave, IDC. Appreciate all the EFL content. My pleasure. It's what I do. Michelle, thank you so much. Let me just write. We'll put the super chats to bed now. You don't need to super chat anymore. We are all sorted. Thank you so much. Thank you to Dan, Andy, Liam, Cara, Dave, Kelly, and Michelle. You are wonderful people. Didn't Leeds beat Burnley to the Championship title last season on goal difference? It was in the end. It was 100-100, wasn't it? Not sure by the time everyone's promoted anyone really cares who wins the title. But hey, fans do, don't they? Ben Bloom feeling salty because Ipswich are getting done at Fratton Park this Tuesday. Yes, I'm salty because of something that may or may not happen and hasn't happened yet. Yeah, good luck at the Vic. Come on, Pompey, says Dan. Let's get this round out of the way first, you lot. I remember wishing Ollie from Sheffield United Way good luck in the playoffs last year on a video. And people said I was biased for wishing somebody good luck. Deary me. Wish everybody good luck. Pring. McCrory. Cross block. That's going to fall on the edge of the box. For Knight on the left foot. Doesn't get great contact, does he? Wide of the post, left-footed. Finn, what do you think the points tally will be to be safe in the top 6? I don't know. 74? Let's say 74 today. Views on Norwich making the playoffs. I don't think they will. But what have they done? 6 wins in 8 in all comps. If they do 6 wins in the next 8, I'm probably going to think they're going to. Meat and drink for Lewis Wing. Oh, here come Derby again. All shot driven. Got a good contact on that, Clark, didn't he? Just around the post. They have looked very efficient today, Derby. That could have been 3-0, couldn't it? Nice and vertical and speedy on the counter, aren't they? Hence, the 2 goals. $25 gone. I was a bit worried about this game after 10 minutes. I was thinking both sides want to counter press. Neither side wants the ball. You know how that can go sometimes. But, as I said when that Derby goal went in, That should help the spectacle. Second goal. Flying in a minute or two later. Foul there, Agyemang on Dickey. Liam can see it 50 plus to stay up. I think it is over a point per game at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, Blackburn are in the bottom three with over a point per game. Not sure it'll go 50, but we shall see. Wilshere out, Charlie. He's only been in at Luton 5 minutes, hasn't he? Can't win away though, can they? Little feed into Randell. Good carry. Ooh. I think that slide rule just took a deflection. They were in if it didn't. Yeah. Hit Sanderson more than he kind of blocked it, if you know what I mean. Low Kenner, hello on TikTok. It's an insanely competitive league, this Championship malarkey. That's why we love it. Macquarie, easy for me to say. Turns the ball over, and it's a throw-in down the right. I wish I had mods on TikTok to block the dumbass Puyol comments. They never get them on YouTube. Fed in by Randell. Knight blocks it out. Or rather, Elder blocks out from Knight. And another corner. They're racking up. They're racking up the corners. They're racking up the possession. At the moment, Derby are racking up the points in this one, though. Corner is headed out. They're going to have a chance to recycle here. Tanner. I think that's going to be a goal kick. And Derby will be looking at this now. Little 15-minute blocks. Just little 15-minute clean sheets to take the 3 points now. 15 minutes to half-time. They're going 2-0 up. 3 more 15-minute blocks. And they are leaving with 3 points. And as we said, either side could go into the top 6 with a win here. At the moment, Derby are overtaking Wrexham. And, I mean, that probably says a little bit about the standard for 6th place. It's I can add that up. 1.5 points per game for Derby, 45 from 30. At the moment, has them in 6th. Obviously, the rest of round 30 occurs tomorrow. So that tide will likely rise. Ozo. Ward. Diaz down the line. He's quite quick. Clark, who's playing in the 10, he looks very useful in that position, making these runs. Back to Diaz. Ozo. It's good from Derby. You think they're a low block counter-attack team, but they're pretty nifty with the ball. Clark. Oh, deflects back to the edge of the box. Ozo. Going to keep the pressure on here. Elder. Ozo. Agyemang. Nice turn on receipt. Shot blocked. Corner. That's really good from Derby, I've got to say. Lovely build down the right. Slow, quick. Make defenders defend. Win a corner. Excellent. Not reading that comment out, Luke. What are you talking about? Dear oh me. I was just trying to process what's been said there. Enjoy that one in the chat before it goes off the top. Right, corner, Derby. Ozo, Diaz, Sanderson, Clark. Big side, actually. Plenty of big boys in there. In comes the corner right under the bar. Good punch by Vitek. And the header from Diaz goes into the side netting. He would have had to get quite the power on that from a standing position. But you know what? That's a decent chance, isn't it? The near post was open. Maybe it wasn't about the power there. Just a bit of direction there. And Diaz puts it into the side netting. Bristol City have won another corner. They've had loads of corners, all seemingly over that side, haven't they? This is the fourth. We've only played 32 minutes. I'll take Travis's point now. I think that should have been a Derby ball, shouldn't it? But they've got to face another corner, and it comes right-footed from Twine all the way over to the back. And the referee has whistled for something. And I don't know what. Mark Sykes is wagging his finger at him, so I assume he's the guy who's been penalised. It's going to be some shirt pulling on the recycle, I bet, isn't it? Yeah. Eagle-eyed referee. Derby fans will say that was good refereeing. Bristol City fans will say it's pedantic. I'll sit on the fence in the middle. Not the hill I particularly want to die on. Throw in for Derby. 33-33 on the clock. Elder pops it in. Oh, nice back heel by Wood. Give and go. Played some nice stuff this half, haven't they, Derby? Didn't play any stuff until they went 1-0 up. But goals change games. Sanderson. O'Donnell knocks into Ozo. Confidence flowing for Derby, very much so. What was my prediction for this game? Let's have a look. Is the title right, Richard? I can trust you. I had 2-2. Do you want to know the really bad news here? At the top of that pad, I don't know if you can see it. It says Sam 0-2 Derby, which is very concerning at this juncture, isn't it? I hate it when Parkin starts off the Friday nighter with a win. Give me more goals. Pring. Off Diaz. Throw in. Pring hurls it down the line, headed out by Ward. Derby have looked very solid so far defensively, haven't they? Given up possession, given up corners, but they given up any shots on target? No. And 0.11 XG as well. Parkin fight back is on. Stop it, Ryan. I'm having him this season. You know I am as well. Got a comfortable lead. Just got to not screw this up. Keep my head. Oh, here come Derby. Oh, it's going to be a big chance. Clark into the box. 1v1. Oh, it's outstanding. You have to say, this is brilliant from Derby. 3-0. 36 gone. This is a counter-attack masterclass from Derby. Really well taken, that. In about 3 passes, they absolutely ripped Bristol City a new one there. And you saw Clark going through. And you're like, can the keeper come out? No, he can't. And Clark takes it really, really well. And they are absolutely nailing this Derby. Bristol City 0, Derby 3. I'm tempted to even applaud that. Look at that, Clark. Boom. Early into Aguiman. 1 pass there. Round the corner. Out to Diaz. First time. Onside. Clark in. That's a really good goal. That is just really, really good from Derby. So one place he needed to put that Diaz just beyond the last defender and into Clark's path. Vitek can't come. Is it through the legs? Of course it is. Finish. 3-0. Dear oh me. And even though my prediction is off the table now, so is Sam Parkins. Gerhard Struber looks on. You have been Eustace. Exactly, Kelly. Priorities. At least Parkin won't get the bob on. Nice to know you're on my side, Kelly. Seriously, though, goals 2 and 3, counter-attacking. Bristol City have stepped on. And Derby have just picked them off, haven't they? Here's Aguiman. They only know how to play one way, these Struber teams, don't they? High line, press, press, press. If you get a team that's really well set up that gets the first goal, there's issues. You can see why they have the best away form in the league. Well, quite. Nathan's right there. Viner and Atkinson badly missed. How come no one can find the TikTok title when it's apparently right, but everyone can see it when it's wrong? There you go, Richard. Still a long way to go, matey. Do I still owe Parkin for losing? Mate, I owe Liam, I owe him for the last 2 seasons. And he bought me dinner in a pub once. I literally owe him 3 dinners. But he's a footballer. Footballers all have more money than everybody else, don't they? Not to mention a Sky Sports pundit. Oh, that's broken. Sanderson. Oh, what a weird goal. It is raining goals here. That's not going to stand. It's been disallowed. I'm not entirely sure why, because it was kicked on to Sam Bell. So no reset there. Was he offside in the first instance? Headed in. Okay. Fair call. It's a good decision, actually. Becomes active. Yeah, he was offside, wasn't he? Well played, linesman. I hadn't seen what happened 15 seconds earlier. Oh, brave header there down the left. But it's out for a throw-in. Bristol City thought they got back in the game. I think the goal was rightfully ruled out there. Good bit of officiating, actually. Bell was offside at the start of the attack and just stayed off the shoulder, didn't he? Hoiked up in the air by Pring. Eustace is going to love this second half, isn't he? He's going to say to his chaps, right, I want a 0-0. I want to go home with a 3-0 win here and a clean sheet. Can you do it for me? SW Buddy. What do I do? I think Charlton will stay up. I do actually. I think Nathan Jones is the difference maker there, and the points accrued in the first 14 rounds will do for them. Evening, Dave. And what a first half from Derby, indeed. Knight. Switch of play. Nice ball. But it wasn't, because McCrory couldn't keep it in. You know your problem. You keep it all in. Ward is taking the throw in down the right. Agyemang and Pring both hit the deck, but Agyemang has been whistled. Bell in the 10, blocked out. Diaz. They're very good at just funneling you into traffic, Derby, aren't they, when they're defending? Very well set up defensive side, as you would imagine, under John Eustace. McCrory is down. Hopefully he's okay. Bristol City could really... Oh yeah, he's just trotting on him there. Do without another injury. Oh, everybody, we need a Puyol klaxon for dumb Puyol comments on TikTok. We never get any on YouTube. But ring the klaxon. There's no mods. If I could fire my finger and block just like that, I would. What are you going to do? Just winding back the goals here. Clark's one was excellent, wasn't it? Real super quick counter attack. I'm joking. We know you're joking. It's just whether it's funny or not, isn't it? Hey? Dear oh me. I challenge you all, everybody watching right now. You got 10 years. Don't comment on anyone's appearance on the internet. There's just no need, is there? No need. Pinged into the channel. Little flick on. Bell tries to hold it up. He can't. Travis takes it off him. Cleared away. And Bristol City trying to build something. Really need a goal before half-time. Guess when it's 2-0 at half-time, you know, there's something there. Just score the next goal and you're back in it. 3 does feel like a mountain to climb, doesn't it, for the Robins? And Derby should definitely be going home with the 3 points here. Here's Diaz down the right. Ward. Ozo. Clark. Agyemang. Ozo. Found Ward. Moved it nicely when they've been on the ball in their 38% possession or whatever it is. 41 now. It's all about the counter-attacks though, especially the 2 that resulted in goals 2 and 3. And to be honest, the first goal came on the next phase after a counter-attack as well. Bergzog wishing he stayed at the Borough. I think there's probably an implication there. He wasn't going to be playing very much. It's a long one forward. That's easy for Sanderson. Lowe's headed it straight to Bell. Oh, nice change of direction, but Sanderson gets back in and makes the block. And Derby hoof it clear. 2-on-1 there against Aguiman. He hits the deck. Bristol City come away with it. McCrory. Pring. Fizzed into McCrory. Bit much on that. And Derby just move up the pitch. Knocked into the channel. Shove on Reese. Has he got the free kick there? We're into 3 minutes of stoppage time, by the way. Yeah, it's clear shove in the back. And this will likely be the last phase of play of the half, won't it? So if Derby can just get first contact on this set play, they should be going in 3-0 to the good. Here it comes. It's going to be swung in right-footed by Twine. They were queuing up to head that away, Derby, weren't they? Clark threw himself at it. And that is half-time. Bit of an away day masterclass, this, from Derby, isn't it? They have absolutely nailed this one. There's literally nothing doing in the first 10 minutes. Bit ugly, in fact, wasn't it? Bit worried about the game at that point, what it would be like in terms of a spectacle. Especially given you can argue that neither side tactically particularly wants the ball. They both like to counter-press and play off the other team. And then, yeah, it's just been the counter-attacking masterclass from Derby that we've kind of spoken about. For the first goal, they quickly bolt down the right-hand side, and that's not where the goal comes from. The ball's worked across, but once it's cleared, Bristol City can't get back in. Elder puts the cross in. It's a really good finish by Brewster. They're all at sea in that back three, albeit without Viner and without Atkinson. Nice finish by Brewster. And then just killer of all killers, literally 2 minutes later, 13 and 16, so 3 minutes later, Diaz gets the next goal. To be fair, that's just a pressing goal, and it's a mistake from Knight, the former Derby player, of course. But when Derby have smelt blood, they've obviously got a switch they go to where it's like, right, counter, go, run forward, pass forward, go, go, go. Goes to Diaz. He gets a bit of luck with a deflection, but you can say deflections are lucky, or you can say from the moment the ball's given away, they're chasing the tail, and a deflection becomes very, very likely because people are throwing themselves into tackles to block shots. That's when goals get deflected in. It settles for a little bit, 20 minutes in fact, and Bristol City have some possession, a couple of corners, etc., etc. But really good counter-attack goal for the third one. Clark wins it, and about 4 passes later, Diaz has got that one pass, if he can just play it into the open space where Clark is, Bobby Clark that is, not Matt Clark. He finds the pass, Clark finishes it really well, and you're just like, wow, this is absolute killer stuff from Derby, who are 3 up at half-time. And if they don't win this game, that means we have seen a hell of a collapse by Derby in the second half. Should be a 3-pointer all day long. This one. And as things stand, Derby will move above Wrexham into 6th place. Obviously, it's massively tight there. They could be overtaken by any number of teams tomorrow. But just do your job. Get your win on a Friday night and let the others do what they've got to do tomorrow. So, very, very impressive first half from Derby. What we'll do to the wonderful people on TikTok, we'll just stop it there and we'll come back in 5 minutes. So join me in 5, go and make a cup of tea. You lot. There we go. End now. And as for you lot on YouTube, better game than Derby West Brom. Just a little bit, Andy, in the chat. Yeah, and plenty more activity thus far. Keep your comments and all of that stuff coming in the chat. And I will return in 5 minutes' time. Don't go anywhere. Bristol City 0, Derby 3. Welcome back, everybody. Quite the first half for Derby County at Bristol City. Bristol City 0, Derby 3. And we've only played 45 minutes. Derby will become the best away team in the division. They only needed 1 point to get that. Looks like they are going to get 3. And they will also move into the top 6. Of course, there will be another 11 games to play this round. So we'll see how that all plays out. Huge thank you for all of your support. If you wouldn't mind terribly, let's hit a like spike right now. So if you're up there on TikTok or over here on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, if you see anything that looks like that, click on it. Give us a thumbs up. You've got 11 seconds. Go. I hadn't liked it myself, had I? 89 likes. Let's see if we can get over 100. Thank you for all your wonderful support. Thank you to our super chatters as well. We have a 5 super chat target on a stream. And we got... Oh, is there another one? Oh, did I miss your one there, Ben? Sorry. Oh, my bad there. I think I wished you good luck, though. So maybe I did read it. Sorry, I didn't realise it's a super chat there. We've got 8 of them. Thank you, Ben. Sorry if I missed that. Michelle, Kelly, Dave, Cara, Liam, Andy, and Dan. Thank you to everybody. Huge cheers for joining. I love doing these watch-alongs. Sorry, I was a bit spiky in the first half, wasn't I? I think it's because the TikTok title was wrong. And it's one of those annoying things in life where you know it's a error and it's annoying, and then people just keep pointing it out and you're like, oh, really? So hopefully I'm calmed down now. This is a decaf, so I'm not going to be all ridiculously wired for the second half. Get your questions and your comments in for the second half. Really good music. What was it? I've got no idea, Stuart. I would have gone into YouTube royalty-free music and just picked something I liked. But yeah, you might be able to reverse Shazam it. I think it'll pop up, I'm sure. Christopher, Eustace performs everywhere with not great squads. Yes, he does. He very, very much does. Dale, I'm at the stadium. Which end of the stadium you're in? The quiet end or the noisy end? Because it's very binary. Vodka Rob. Can't do decaf coffee. No, he puts vodka in it by the sounds of it. Oh, I can't do caffeinated coffee this late at night. That's naughty, although plenty of you have seen me do it, haven't you? It's naughty, isn't it? Elsewhere in the Championship this weekend, in the earlies tomorrow, it's Leicester, Charlton, Sheffield Wednesday, Wrexham. Stoke, Southampton is our game. We will be here at 12:15 for that one. Come and join me. There you go. Jeremy Blake with Let's Go Home. That sounds about right, Stuart. Derby are clinical, Mark. Oh, yes, they are. Do you want me to give you some stats from that first half to show you how clinical and how well Derby played that? 41% possession. To be fair, they had 8 shots, Derby. 8 shots to 4. They didn't concede any shots on target, Derby, for 0.13 XG. They had 3 shots on target themselves, and they scored all 3 of them. They have been excellent. In the 3 p.m s, remember, come and join me tomorrow, 12:15, Stoke versus Southampton. Blackburn Hull at 3, Ipswich v Preston, Borough v Norwich, Millwall Sheffield United, Oxford Birmingham, Pompey West Brom, QPR Coventry, Watford, Swansea. Looks like Neto Borges and Sinclair Armstrong are coming in. A double at half time. Should probably delete that comment. That sounds like a rude one, doesn't it? Let's get rid of that. Don't ruin it for everybody. We try and have the comments all going on the screen, but it's like at school, isn't it? Someone always ruins it for everyone else. Aaron, Derby have looked ruthless. Oh, yes, they have. Yeah, nailed it, didn't they? Chris, I wonder if Bannon will start tomorrow. I doubt it. I doubt it very much. I think you might see him 25 minutes or so from the end. Liam, not expecting an early birthday present tomorrow. Windass will probably do his thing. Yes. Bristol City did have a disallowed goal, which Sky are just showing now. Bell offside in the build-up. Continues to run in behind, and then when the ball's deflected in off him, the flag goes up. So, we know Sinclair Armstrong and Neto Borges are in. We don't know who's gone out. Sykes and Bell. Out. As we get ready for the second half. So double substitution from Gerhard Struber. Will it make any difference? Off we go in the second half. Bristol City 0. Derby 3. Been too eager on the clock both times, haven't I, this match? That's better, isn't it? There we go. You can make time stand still. So, lineups here. So, it was Sykes and Bell out for Borges and Armstrong. The rest of the Bristol City team, Vitek, Tanner, Dickey, Pring, McCrory, Knight, Randell, Twine and Reese. For Derby, O'Donnell in goal. Just see this one out. No, Ozo's grabbed it. Ward, Elder, Sanderson, Clark, Ozo, Travis, Diaz, Brewster, Clark and Agyemang. Dickey. Little knock into the front. Armstrong. Turned over. Knocked back home. To Vitek. And the ball goes straight back to the other end. John Eustace says, all right, come on. Calm down. Keep hold of the ball. Me, Tiago. I see Sammy Smodics, 90% Wrexham player. We shall see. Chris from Brisbane. Welcome. Chris from Millwall. When am I down the den again? Yeah, don't get too many games these days. Clark. Brewster, edge of the box. Brewster wanted to come in on his right foot. Bangs it into the crowd. Now with the child and the school run and gigs at the weekend, it's pretty tricky. If Brewster had gone on the outside there on the left foot, that had opened up quite nicely if he just closed his body off. Maybe could have hit a shot near post there. Just went into the crowd there on his right foot. Ozo. Liam, hope Enid is doing well. Thank you very, very much. She's a bit snotty at the moment. I think we might be on the brink of something. Although she'll probably save that for half term. For maximum annoyance. Bless her. I jest. Throw in Derby. They're taking their sweet time with it. Looking for Aguiman. Good closing down by Brewster. Really good. And he's got it back. That's excellent from around Brewster. Knocks it inside. Clark. Bimbled back. But Aguiman. Oh, there's a handball shout there. Not given. Shot driven in. Maybe it deflected up off a foot onto a hand there. We know they don't get given as penalties. Looked like it hit his hand. Let's have a look. Really good build-up. It's Borges. No, his arm's right next to his body and the shot comes from about 2 feet away. So probably not going to be given as handball. Here comes a Bristol City counter. Sinclair Armstrong powering through the middle of the pitch. Randell heavy touch though. It's going to fall for McCrory in the box who was looking for the tackle to come in for Travis, if you get my drift. Travis wasn't biting though. Tanner. Randell. Tanner blocked out by Ozo. Counter-attack chance for Derby again. Oh, Clark couldn't get it away. But off the ball, Dickey fouled Aguiman. Before the ball was given away, actually, the foul was whistled for. Free kick, a Derby. Steve, you absolute legend. And that is very timely. 5 Benjamin Bloom memberships gifted by Steve. We have today a members only vlog from Monday, behind the scenes at the Sportsman Untitled with Gab Sutton's there, Simon Lillibury's there. The Stretford Paddock boys are there, fixing their TV after smashing it in the Man United Arsenal watch along. I'm on the train, I'm in the coffee shop, I'm in the studio, I'm back home, I'm in the gym, I'm doing the watch along. All kinds of stuff. And you can only get that if you're a member. And you might have just got a free membership courtesy of Steve. Thanks, Steve. Hero. Let us know what other members-only vlogs you'd like to see done. We do some Q&As as well. I want to make that more of a feature. Give you members a bit more bang for your buck. Thank you for your support. Clark. Lovely feet. Brewster. Aguiman. Clark looks offside. He's into the box though. Flag, yeah, rightly goes up. Going to see I think that might be Fraulo. Going to see a substitution come in for Derby County. Steve, please don't do watch-along Cov games. We always lose. Do you? Do you really? Bad news for you is I've just opened the playlist here. Coventry 3, Birmingham 0 we did. Coventry 3, Sheffield United we did. 3, Sheffield United 1. We did Coventry 3, West Brom 2. There has been a couple of defeats. I'll give you that. But it is factually untrue to say you always lose. It's not my fault anyway, is it? Hey? Free kick into the keeper's arms there. It's almost like when Coventry were on a winning run, they won in all the watch-alongs, and when they slowed down and the form slowed down a little bit, we had to cover some defeats. What are you going to do? Ben brought the receipts, always. I don't know when we're doing. When are we doing Coventry next? I can't remember. Soon, because they're top of the league, and we want to see them on the TV. I did not do Derby 3, Coventry 5. I wish I had. That would have been fun. John Eustace just having a word with Rhian Brewster over by the technical area there. Brewster's played well today, hasn't he? Coventry Borough in a few weeks. Surely that's on TV, isn't it? We'll definitely be watching that. Can't wait. Right. Is that Oscar Fraulo, number 29? I think it is, isn't it? He's about to come into the game. Am I covering Borough Norwich tomorrow? Only in as much as it'll obviously feature in Hot Takes. We cover every single championship game there is. It always makes me laugh when people like tweet me and comment saying, Dirty Dirt going under the radar. I'm like, we literally do a prediction and a review of every single game. No one's going under the radar, believe you me. Throw in Derby. Turned over. Travis wins it in midfield. Probably about to get an extra body in the Derby midfield, aren't we, with Fraulo coming in. Sanderson slides in. Throw in Bristol City. McCrory. Tanner. Derby have settled into the second half pretty nicely, haven't they? I don't think... 0 shots for Bristol City. Just that burst through the middle of the pitch by Armstrong that ultimately came to nothing. But they're on the attack here now, City. Pring. Randell. Pring. Knight. Knight puts it into the box, but 3 in there. Elder wins the header. He's played at centre-back plenty, Elder, so he's fine defending all of that stuff. Borges, who's in at centre-back now, trying to shore it up. After the chaos of the first half at the back there. Turned over. Here's Ozo. Derby will look for another quick break. Brewster nearly pinged it diagonally to Diaz. Here comes City down the left. Bit basketball-y this. Oh, just knocked in behind Scott Twine there. Couldn't quite control it. It was Pring who got into the box. He's just trying to kind of control it with his outside of his foot while the ball's in midair. Well, I said there was going to be an extra body in midfield for Derby. I was wrong. There's going to be exactly the same amount of bodies, but Lewis Travis is coming out. Oscar Fraulo is coming in. Travis, super duper steady central midfielder, isn't he? McCrory gets it back. Aguiman. Every time Derby even get a sniff of the ball on a turnover, they're looking to hit one of those wide players or Aguiman with either the first or the second pass, aren't they? Elder wins that off McCrory, and Clark clears his lines. Hour up. Mark, Benjamin Bloom, will you change to a Blades fan? I thought we were watching Bristol City versus Derby, Mark. How much are you paying me? Start the bidding now. See if I can be bought. Elder. Out for a throw-in. And we're going to get one more change. And we are going to see Delano Bergzog. This is going to be a debut. He's come on loan from Middlesbrough. Crossed in by Randell. Throw-in taken quickly. Cleared. Borges. Pring. Borges. Pring. Derby so solid there at the back. Very hard to move them around. Especially when they got themselves a 3-0 lead. 10p to go to the Blades. I think I'm going to turn that move down, to be honest. Hello, Simon, on TikTok. Clipped into the back post. Headed clear again. Elder gets nice and narrow at fullback. One back. Borges shot deflected. And I think if they let that go with a deflection, that is Bristol City's first shot on target in the game. And it needed a deflection as well. And we are at minute 61. Tenner and a packet of skips. I mean, I like skips. I like the big grab bags. Especially when I'm on the road late at night. But no. Come on, guys. These bids are not attractive. Clark, silky. Wins it off Armstrong and then skips past his man. Here comes Diaz now. Diaz, nice feed into Clark. Brewster's open. Aguiman couldn't get the ball to him. Drives the shot wide of the post. They could have scored pretty much a carbon copy of the goal in the first half. Quick counter. If Aguiman could have gone first time across the box to Brewster, you'd have had exactly the same type of counter-attack that they scored for the third goal. Right, Bergzog in, Twine out. Two very different forward players there. Twine's all dribbles and long-range shots and free kicks. Bergzog, well, a bit like Armstrong, actually. A powerful runner. Twine very quiet today. Yeah, he's not been on the ball really at all, has he? Watch this. Bergzog to get a hat-trick. Couldn't hit a barn door for us at Borough. There you go. O'Donnell, who hasn't been tested. It's a reserve goalkeeper in for Derby. Zetterstrom injured. Ball's bouncing about there. It's gone out for a throw-in the left back area to Derby County. 64 gone. 3-0. In comes the throw. All a bit industrial. Some head tennis, and it's back with Clark again. Matt Clark at the back, obviously, for Derby. Channel ball for Aguiman to chase. Well played, Dickey. Steps away. Knocks it into the front. Is Reese still on? Yeah. They've got Reese, Armstrong, and Bergzog on Bristol City. So they've had 0 attacking thrust, but they've got 3 forwards on. And it's Mehmeti, obviously, moving out of the club this transfer window. Clark tries to knock it through to Diaz. Vitek off his line. Clears it. Bobby Clark again. Good ball. Sorry, Fraulo. Good ball out to Diaz. Ward back stick. Aguiman 4-0. Dominant from Derby. Absolutely dominant in the air from Aguiman. It's a deep cross. Back stick. He absolutely bullies that into the net. Powers the header home. And if you were in any doubt of the outcome of this one, well, away win. Bristol City 0, Derby 4. And yeah, lots of Bristol City fans heading to the exit to beat the traffic. Utterly dominant in the air from Aguiman. Who's he jumping with? I think it's going to be Tanner. He absolutely climbs way above him. It's a floaty cross to the back stick. It's hardly like the cross has destroyed the defender, but look at Aguiman. What a header. He timed that perfectly, didn't he? Just powers the header home. $4-0. I think we discussed this, didn't we? Giant away wins this season. I think Coventry won 5 at Sheffield Wednesday, didn't they? Didn't we have a 5-0 away win the other week? I can't remember what it was. Oh, West Brom 0, Norwich 5 as well. There you go. That's the level. Can Derby match Coventry and Norwich for the biggest away win in the Championship this season? Cleared out to Aguiman. We're about to get another sub. I think we're going to get a double from Derby, where everything is going right tonight for the Rams. Armstrong trying to counter. Well played that by Armstrong. Randell puts the cross in easy for Matt Clark. Saw that one coming. Plays it to Bobby Clark. Do I think Cov win tomorrow? Yes, I did predict a Coventry away win. Would be the first in, I think, 8 games. Not been good on the road recently, Coventry. Ollie, I'm at Ashton Gate and there's no one left. Shocking. Hang in there. Elder. Clark. Bobby. Brewster. Looking pretty shell-shocked now, Bristol City. That frantic pressing we normally see from the Robins has slowed down, although they're in on that one, although it's back with Dion Sanderson. It's a foul surely by Bobby Clark. A little bit too keen there. And here comes a double sub for Derby County. Rhian Brewster, who's been excellent, got the first goal, is coming out. And Patrick Agyemang is coming out as well. So 2 of the attacking players. I think Agyemang's just asking John Eustace, why have I been pulled out of this game? There's more goals in it for me. And he's probably just resting him with it being 4-0 up. Jaden Bennell is in, who I have never seen play. I've seen Salverson. Bennell in from the window. Armstrong hits the shot on the volley wide of the post. In on loan from Burnley in the Premier League. Jaden Bennell. Armstrong didn't do a lot wrong there. Comes at him. He's facing away from the goal. Hits it full on the volley. Tries to angle it back across into the corner. Doesn't miss by much. He's one of those players, Armstrong. Loads of time on the ball. Tends to get in his own head. 0 time on the ball. Looks a player. Can he put it together? Ball's gone loose. McCrory over at right wing back. Slides it down the line. Matt Clark clears it. Bennell's in there, but it's going to be Bristol City throw. Callum Elder is down hurt. Simon, what an outstanding performance. Do you think we can mount a serious run to the playoffs? Yeah, of course. We're still 16 rounds out, 17 rounds out. And it doesn't look like a massively high number again for 6th place. I think Derby will move in there, and they're at 1.5 points per game, which is 69 at the end of the season, isn't it? Right, let's put this one up on the screen. We've got one of these weird chip on shoulder type things. No, it not. You don't like Bristol City, you and Sam. Right, I try and explain this many, many times. So, Nigel, you are a Bristol City fan. I don't even need to guess that, do I? So, you are emotionally engaged with Bristol City. Me and Sam are not. We just kind of call it down the middle, whatever we see. Yeah? Okay? So, in the dynamic, if we are down the middle, but you particularly like them, what our view is will seem like we like them less than you do because you like them a lot, yeah? But the person with the extreme view is not me, yeah? So often if you get particularly emotionally engaged fans and you say something moderate about their team because they view it through the prism of being incredibly emotionally attached in the positive, they consider what you've said and your attitude to be negative. So please, please look in the mirror because 9 times out of 10, it won't be me or Sam. The person with the extreme emotional connection towards the team is the person accusing the other of bias, right? Fairly simple psychology when you think about it. Reese knocks that out wide. Blocked out by Ward. Switched over to the other side. McCrory. Amazing, I have to explain it. It's difficult, isn't it? I get it, though. It's okay for people to be massively emotionally attached to their team. But it's like the whole politics thing. If you're really over to one side, right wing or left wing, and someone is moderate, they will be a long way away from you are. But they're the moderate ones, yeah? Andy, stop it. Salverson takes that well. Oh, he can't get it out to Diaz on the right wing. I think the classic thing is how all 24 teams think the co-coms on TV are against their team, which probably does the equation all for you, doesn't it? Knight, Tanner. In Bristol City, get a goal in this game. McCrory, Tanner. When did Sam Morsey come on? I was too busy being accused of being biased against Bristol City. And the great Sam Morsey stepping into the game. Came in for Randell in minute 74. Apologies, I missed it. Knight pops that in low. Derby clear their lines again. They are 13 minutes plus stoppage time. Away from a clean sheet. Joe Ward shakes his head. Does that mean I'm not hurt, or does that mean I'm not okay to continue? Is it in the channel rules, in every watch along, someone has to ask who I support? Yes. Not entirely sure why it matters who I support, does it? We're just watching the game together, aren't we? Diaz and Clark are coming out. Is this the last sub window for Derby? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, you're really testing me now. Vyman, who we've seen play a million times. Who is Ames? Owen Ames. Come on, Derby fans, help me out. Never heard of him. 19 years old. Never seen him play. And the reason for that is this might be his debut. Oh, no, he's made one. Oh, it's his league EFL debut. Good luck to him. Youth team signed a pro contract this week. Fastest player I've ever seen live. Kid just signed professional terms. I look forward to this then. Owen Ames. Oh, into the box though come Bristol City. Cleared after a fashion. McCrory there. Oh, well played. Vernell, he's there as an attacker, doing his defensive work. Katie, you bloody hero. Thank you very, very, very much. Blackburn should have backed Eustace last January. The club is run by people who can't run a bath. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it's true. And to top off the window, we're being sued by our kit supplier. Yeah, I did retweet that. Katie, yesterday. League One for us. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. Super, super kind. Yellow card is out. Is this the young lad who's super quick? Yeah, Pring decided he didn't want a foot race with him. Just yanks him with the rugby tackle. Thank you to your wonderful super chatters. Ten to go. Bristol City 0. Derby 4. If away games could be perfect, this is pretty much it for Derby County today, isn't it? Sorry, let me just turn the heater off. You can still hear me if I come back there, can't you? There you go. Woof. Vernal knocks it back into Clark, who's played really well tonight. Matt Clark at the back, hasn't he? Oh, Morsey leaves one on Vernal there. He has this kind of stealth, Sam Morsey, to be able to foul people and not get booked. I remember in the Ipswich promotion, he was on 9 bookings for forever and then didn't get the 10th one. Almost like he was in control of it the whole time, hey? Ozo, Clark. Fraulo. Ozo tries to come down the line. He's just forced out. Throw in. Gerhard Struber stands arms folded. Not nice watching your team go down 4-0 at home, which is what's about to happen here. Vitek clears it. And I wonder if you offered the two managers now, just end the game. All done. Finish now. That everyone would go home. Probably would, wouldn't they? But we still got to do another 7 minutes plus stoppage time here. Matt Clark carries the ball well. Yeah, he's always been... I mean, left-footed centre-backs are always at a premium, aren't they? Schooled well. At Ipswich Town, no less. Fed down the line. Bergzog. This is his first touch. Bergzog gets it out of his feet. Drills the shot inside netting. Net rippled there. Oh, Katie, thank you again. Unpopular opinion. I think Struber walks tonight. Controversial. He's not been happy with the recruitment stuff, has he? Thank you very kindly, Katie, for the super. Very, very kind indeed. We're going to be back tomorrow, by the way. Who are we doing? Stoke, Southampton, is that right? Or is it Southampton, Stoke? Stoke, Southampton. It's written on the whiteboard up there. Yeah, McCrory throws it in. Feels like a friendly now, doesn't it? Both sides would be happy for no change in the scoreline here, which probably says a lot. Bristol City don't want it to get any worse. Any bankers for tomorrow? I'll leave that to you guys in the chat. Kai, how many different managers have been sacked or left this season? Are we in double figures yet? We normally are, aren't we? Maybe I should up my super chat target. I don't feel great about doing that, Ben. I think people are already so kind anyway. Oh, into the box goes McCrory. He went down. Referee not interested. We don't even get one of those either. I think Morsey might be going in the book now, is he? Ozo's in a heap on the floor. Is he going to get away with that one as well? I think he is. Oh, I didn't turn the heater off. I turned it up. We are roasting in here. Tanner's going to take the throw in for Bristol City. Oh, thank you, Liam. 8 seconds and one leaving to go elsewhere. That feels low, doesn't it? Although I said that at the start of the season, didn't I? There was a lot of people new to jobs always fed in. Fraulo puts it across. What a clearance! Oh, my God. Insane goal line clearance there. Owen Ames hit the shot. Should have been 5-0. And a sliding tackle deflected onto the crossbar. Obviously, he didn't mean to put it onto the bar, but it looks spectacular. Incredible. And Ames could have got a goal on debut there. Should have got a goal. I think it was Dickey who slided in. Incredible. Kieran, thank you. Super chat. Love the balance of this Derby side when it clicks. Yeah, they're pretty lethal tonight, aren't they? Here comes Ames, who is, man, he is quick, like you guys were saying. Shot deflected. McCrory hits the deck. Bernal. Do you know they could get a fifth here, Derby, couldn't they? Elder pops the cross in. Oh, it's opened up. Shot driven in. Oh, Bristol City look on the ropes here. Ward. Fed down the line. Crossed in low, and there it is. Wow, it was coming, wasn't it? Salverson pops it in from a couple of yards out into the roof of the net. They built up a bit of pressure there. It looked like the game was just ticking away, but Derby decided that they want 5. Goodness me. Bristol City 0, Derby 5, Salverson off the bench. This is absolutely brutal from Derby. They really smelt that coming. Bristol City, I said, looked on the ropes. I said at the start of that phase of play, Derby looked like they fancy a fifth here, don't they? And they damn well did. This is outstanding from Derby County. They lead 5-0, and they now match Coventry, who won 5-0 at Sheffield Wednesday earlier in the season, and Norwich City, who won 5-0 at West Brom just a week or two ago, wasn't it? This is outstanding from Derby. A brutal beating for Bristol City here. And Derby are moving into the playoffs in rather spectacular fashion. Rob Dickey with an absolute face like thunder. Are we going to see the incredible off-the-line clearance? I think we are going to see the replay of that now, aren't we? Here it is. Insane bit of defending that. Ames didn't do a hell of a lot wrong there. Sets his body, his balance is right, hits the shot pretty hard, and Dickey with a bit of Superman stuff, but it didn't matter in the end, did it? And I predicted a draw. Kelly, I had 2-2. So you're in good company. We're coming up 90. Should be 3 or 4 minutes stoppage time, I would have thought. If not, just for all the goals. 5 minutes stoppage time. Elder knocks that back to O'Donnell. Morsey. Pring. Shell-shocked Bristol City here. Morsey, nice spin and carry. Tanner. Knight. Oh, don't lose it there. He's tackled himself, but Ames trying too hard, bless him, on his debut. Borges. Dave on TikTok. Difficult to see where Bristol City go from here. I'm going to quote that Ricky Gervais sketch about the woman who ate 10 pie and chips a day. Maybe start with 9 pie and chips. So 4-0 defeat would be helpful. Dear oh me. McCrory. Tanner. 2 minutes of the 5 stoppage time gone. John Eustace will be desperate to have the clean sheet here, won't he? Morsey steps past his man. So strong. But under duress, he overhits the pass, and it's going to be a Derby throw in the left-back area. We said Rhian Brewster had played well. He's won man of the match. I said Morsey was under duress. He got fouled. They've actually pulled it back for a free kick to Bristol City. Looks like Morsey's going to pop it in the box, right-footed. In it goes, headed away by Ward for a throw-in to Bristol City. 2 minutes minimum stoppage time remaining. That's turned over. Here's Salverson. And Derby are on the counter. Fraulo. Oh, Fraulo switch of play. They've got a man over on the overlap. Oh, he's a bit selfish there. Vyman wanted a goal against his old club there. And as you can imagine, every time Derby counter, every single one of the players is sprinting forward thinking, hang on a minute, I can score tonight as well. One minute minimum stoppage time remaining. Oh, Bergzog just trying to get away from Ozo. Got 45 seconds to defend this clean sheet. Derby for the perfect away day. Bergzog feeds it inside. Nothing doing. Derby clear their lines, and that should just about do it. Morsey knocks it into Armstrong. Jason Knight. Tanner pops the cross over. It's blocked. Bristol City have won a corner. But that is that. And frankly, Bristol City have been put out of their misery. Bristol City 0, Derby 5. That was a masterclass from Derby of how to play away against a team that wants to press you. And how a game can very, very quickly get away from one team who wants it to go in one direction. And with the goals going in and the game state changing, Derby just grew inches taller with every goal. And they have absolutely nailed that. That's an outstanding performance from Derby. We've had some big away wins in the Championship this season. Coventry won 5-0 at Sheffield Wednesday, and Norwich won 5-0 at West Brom. Two very beleaguered clubs, though, at that point, whereas Bristol City, I know there's some issues maybe between Struber and the recruitment team. I know Mehmeti going out wasn't overly well received, but we have seen Bergzog come in terms of that striker that Struber wanted. But yeah, this one is going to smart for the Bristol City fans who were left in Ashton Gate at the end of this one, because a lot of them took a walk at 4-0. But we've got a way to go before we get there. We should say big injury problems at the back for Bristol City in terms of Atkinson not being there and Viner not being there. But no Langas or Zetterstrom for Derby. So both sides with injuries at the back. I was a bit worried after 10 minutes of this one that this wasn't going to be a very good game, because you can argue that both sides are good counter-pressing teams and both sides are happy for the other team to make the play and you work off them and counter and do it that way. And as I said at the top of this review portion, just that first goal, obviously they scored immediately after it as well, and this just flew in Derby's favour, didn't it? And it was just a counter-attacking masterclass, wasn't it, in the first half? Brewster gets the opener. It's a counter-attack down the right-hand side, and Bristol City get pulled towards their goal, and they're all at sea as it comes back over the other side, and they can't reset. Elder puts the cross in. And it's a really good run and finish, full on the volley from Brewster, who got the man of the match on Sky as well. Cushion volley into the corner. And it's 1-0. And then immediately afterwards, so 13 minutes first goal, 16 minutes second goal, Derby get the second, and they're architects of their own downfall, and this is good pressing from Derby. Knight gets caught out. They win it back really quickly. And yes, there's a deflection on the final shot by Ben Brereton Diaz. But deflections aren't luck in that situation. It's defenders chasing their tail, throwing themselves because they're in the wrong place, because they've given the ball away so badly. Diaz knocks it in for 2-0. I really like the third goal. 20 minutes subsided. Derby conceded some possession and some corners, but they looked pretty comfortable, didn't they? And this is just a great counter-attack. Matt Clark wins it at the back, pops it into the front, and 2 passes later, Diaz has just got to put it across beyond the far defender. Clark, who really played it well, Bobby Clark this is sprinting in behind. He's 1v1 with Vitek, and he makes it 3-0. And you're like, Bristol City, you are so playing into Derby's hands now. This is not true. They just pushed out, high line, pressed, picked off again and again. We went into the second half, and again, it looked like a friendly, and we were having substitutes made. Bristol City went double at half time, and then Fraulo came in for Derby and Bergzog came in for Bristol City. And then Agyemang, who's been a star, hasn't he, for Derby this season, just absolutely bullies. I think, is it Tanner on the back stick? Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But it's a decent enough cross from Ward, but he just floats it into an area at the back stick. It's not like a David Beckham, impossible to defend against one. But it's impossible to defend against a bloke who's going to jump like 2 feet higher than you in the air. And Agyemang just bullies him and powers the header in. And that's 4-0. Then it really looks like a friendly. And I'm sat there at like 80 minutes saying, if you ask both managers now, they'd shake hands on 4-0, wouldn't they? But then somehow, just coming up to 90 minutes, 88 in fact, Derby get a bit of a second wind. There's an incredible goal line clearance from Rob Dickey. The youngster Owen Ames, who'd come in for his debut, should have scored, but it's a brilliant bit of defending. And then you can just sense the way that the Derby players are attacking, the way they're engaging, that they fancied another goal. They really did, and Bristol City were ripe for the taking. And it's worked down one side, and they just keep the attack going. Everyone wants to make a run into the box for Derby at that point, and I think it's Vyman who knocks it across for Salverson. Pretty much a tap in. And brilliant performance, 5-0 away from home. You don't get many of those as a travelling away fan, do you? Completely outstanding from Derby. I tweeted before the game today, if Derby get a point here, they're going to be top of the away table. Obviously, they've got all 3. The only weird thing for Derby is they're not actually that great at home. If they were competent or even good at home, they'd be really comfortably in the playoffs. As we stop the clock here late on a Friday night with still 11 more games of round 30 to go, Derby are in 6th place. But odds are they're going to be overtaken tomorrow by someone in their slipstream, and there's plenty who can. But it's a very nice time to really, really be hitting form and banging in a 5-0 away win, isn't it? So a brilliant performance from Derby. They nailed the counter-attack. Yes, the game state went with them when they opened the scoring and then quickly got a second goal. But I thought the third goal was brilliant. I thought Agyemang was power and just brute strength for the fourth. And they smelt blood for the fifth, didn't they? And it's a brilliant away performance by County. Obviously, we'll get Bristol City fans saying, oh, no, Ben, we were terrible. It's normally both, isn't it? It's normally a bit of game state, a bit of circumstance. One team's excellent and the other team is not very good. And Bristol City just looked punch drunk. Yes, you can talk about the injuries at the back, but then the Derby fans will say their keeper was injured. And their captain, Langas is the captain, isn't he? The centre-back. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say really about Bristol City because there's wider things at the moment with the fan base and with Mr. Lansdowne. The ownership there, they're worrying about the direction of the club and the direction of the transfer window where good players tend to go out of the club and, you know, maybe lesser replacements come in. You can tell me if you're a Bristol City fan. But, as I always say at this point, let's not bury the lead. Not great for Bristol City. Maybe bigger issues, but what an away performance. What an exhibition of clinical counter-attacking from John Eustace and Derby County. Listen to this. Bristol City 0, Derby 5. Wow. Guys, thank you so much for your support tonight. Loads of comments, loads of super chats as well. I think I've said thank you to each and every one of them. Or have I? Yes, I have. I have said thank you to everybody. So, amazing stuff. I'm a bit punch drunk there. Just did not expect it to be such a margin of defeat, a margin of victory. But, yeah, well played. Derby, brilliant performance. And what a start to round 30. We will be back tomorrow lunchtime. Who is it? I've done this about 3 times. Stoke versus Southampton. And we'll be back with the hot takes early on Sunday morning. Join me for either, or preferably both. Make sure you've hit subscribe and liked. And yeah, go and have a stiff drink. If you're a Bristol City fan, because it was Bristol City 0, Derby 5. See you tomorrow.